Welcome to today's episode of Wang Life. I'm your host, Una. Later on, you'll get to meet my fellow nature enthusiast, Soph. But today, we have a unique opportunity to study and observe the natural habitat of the Wangmas. Wangmas, of course, being the abbreviation for Wangaratta, Melbourne University student. Now, there are many subspecies of the Wangmas, but today we'll be focusing on the medical variety. Our cameras are going to take you on an exhilarating journey, stirring your senses, enriching your mind, and thrilling you into unhitherto foreseen realms. So, sit back, relax, and welcome to the rest of your life. We start at the natural habitat of the Wangmas. Spacious, shared kitchen facilities where the Wangmas can bring home their kill from the supermarket, prepare it on these benches, and then share the spoils with one another. The study area with state-of-the-art technology. And the comfortable TV room where the Wangmas sit and rest on lounges that put airport lounges to shame. Each Wangmas is allocated to its own nesting area. Single bedrooms, quite spacious and roomy. Personal hygiene is maintained at an optimal level in this state-of-the-art facilities. And here we have one of the double bedrooms. This Wangmas has added their own personal touch where they can seek sanctuary after a hard day's work.
One must ask oneself, how does the Wangmus occupy its time? Well, the Wangmus is in the transitional phase of its complete life cycle. That is to say that in 3 years, it will metamorphosize into its most gracious form yet, the intern. However, for that transition to take place, the Wangmus must undergo classes, practical training, and patient interaction in the hospital, the Learning and Teaching Centre, and the chalet. But wait, could it be the great leader of the Wangmas colony? Clinical Subdean Steve Bismeyer? Let's try to see if we can get a further insight into the goings-on here from the great man himself. Steve!
Thanks, Sophie, for that introduction. We have a group of well-motivated clinical teachers in Wangaratta who provide a personalised and ongoing educational experience. The benefit of that ongoing educational experience is witnessed by the success of the students that we have here in Wang. Our state-of-the-art Learning and Teaching Centre facility is complemented by the fact that people have relatively open access to the hospital wards with clinical teaching and with appropriate support from the clinical support staff and also the academic staff.
You also get a lot of time on the wards, which is really exciting and makes for wonderful training, particularly for your general medical and surgical years. Wangaratta allows their semester 8-9s, or I think it'll be MD2s, into the emergency department. And you'll have extensive access in there, both to observe as well as to actually be quite hands-on and practical in your management of patients.
Yeah, we're quite lucky here. The head of the ED and the ED itself has a good teaching philosophy and gets students involved both with procedures and taking histories. It's a really good chance to clerk patients, put all your knowledge into action and see if you're actually getting it somewhere near the correct diagnosis.
And here we are in the tutorial rooms, where real patients are often brought in for real examinations.
And here we are in the video conferencing room, equipped with state-of-the-art and highly user-friendly technology. And here we are in the chalet kitchen, a place to eat lunch, to socialise, and and of course, to study. And here we are in the invaluable library, equipped with the latest and greatest technology. Hi guys. Of course, a library wouldn't be a library without a veritable wonderland of literary and reference delights. Well, I'll be taking this one home tonight. And this brings us to the Learning and Teaching Centre, that wondrous nirvana of simulation rooms, patience and fake arms. It is here that the Wangmas gets its first taste of clinical procedures. But when it comes to the big things, there is always Sim Man, where the situation can be tweaked any which way to keep the Wangmai on their toes. What will it be today? An embolism? An infection? Or a myocardial infarction?
When it's not working, the Wangmas loves to play. Where better than the local Wangaratta Indoor Sports and Aquatic Centre? Basketball, squash and netball are just some of the offerings the Wangmas likes to dabble in. Cheap family rates of less than $20 a fortnight. In the centre of town, there are what is known as shops, where all required items are available. It also boasts a cinema and a bowling alley. We've just come back to have one last look at the Wangmas habitat, and it's amazing we've been fortunate enough to catch them in one of their ritual barbecues. Notice the fresh glow in their cheeks from breathing in the country air and the jovial nature of their social interactions. What a way to end this episode. So, ladies and gentlemen, we've cried together, we've laughed together, and if you love the Wangmas as much as I do, please join in our cause to keep them alive and thriving. Put Wangaratta down as your first preference and join in our noble aspiration. Thank you and good day.